Father Lambertus Somar, MSc, was born in Sanam, Merak, Irian Jaya, on May 20th, 1932. Over the years, he has dedicated his life to ministering to the sick and has become known as a healer. Romo Somar, as he is usually called by friends and associates, is also dedicated to addressing humanitarian issues. Romo Somar's concern for drugs and HIV/AIDS in Indonesia began in 1994, when he returned from his missionary work in Fiji. In his ministry to the sick, he came across many drug addicts and people living with HIV/AIDS, PLHAs. He became convinced that drugs and HIV/AIDS were a grave danger to the younger generation in Indonesia. Thus, helping them became his primary mission. In support of this undertaking, he has conducted intensive research to gain added knowledge about drugs and HIV/AIDS in America, Australia, Europe, and Singapore since 1997. On October 21st, 1998, he founded the Kasih Mulia Foundation, followed by the Kedhatan Parahita Rehabilitation Center on April 21st, 1999 in Indonesia. Along the way, he visited Daytop and met with its founder, Monsignor William O'Brien. He became convinced that the therapeutic community, TC, was the best approach to rehabilitation. Romo Somar became an active member of the then Asian Federation of Therapeutic Communities, AFTC. In one of the conferences in Bangkok, he met Martin Infante, the founder of Self in the Philippines. This became the start of a continuing partnership and mission for the promotion and development of the TC approach to rehabilitation in Asia. Reverend Bodhi Thiro of Mithuru movement in Sri Lanka soon joined the effort. He worked tirelessly on this mission. In December 2010, he spearheaded the holding of the 5th ASEAN Recovery Symposium in Jakarta, which was attended by more than 250 participants from 16 countries. Then, in November 2012, his efforts led to the holding of the 25th World Conference of the WFTC in Bali that had close to 600 participants from 34 countries. Following this, he served as a vice president of the WFTC from 2012 to 2018. Romo Somar aspired for people working in the drug treatment sector to become certified as international addiction professionals. In 2015, his Parahita educational provider, PEP, was officially appointed by the Colombo Plan as the International Center for Certification and Education, ICCE, of addiction professionals that will conduct curriculum-based training programs to become professional addiction counselors in Indonesia. Through the International Certification of Addiction Professional, ICAP, this credentialing program aims to raise the professional standard and a benchmark for practitioners in the field. When Daytop closed, Romo Somar became even more inspired to pursue the mission of Monsignor O'Brien. In collaboration with Martin and Reverend Bodhi, this culminated in the establishment of the International Institute of Therapeutic Communities and its training center that was inaugurated in August 2019 in the Philippines. With the support of WFTC President Shushma Taylor and EFTC President Phaeton Kalotarakis, they also worked on establishing the Federation of Therapeutic Communities in Asia, FTCA. More recently, in a bid to provide much-needed training toward raising the standards of rehab services, he initiated the establishment of the International Society of Substance Use Professionals, ISSUP, in Indonesia in October 2019, which now has more than 550 members. Romo Somar's work extends beyond drug rehabilitation and the TC. His humanitarian work includes working to provide the children in East Indonesia, especially in the remote areas of Papua and Maluku, access to quality education. He has also built churches in remote, forgotten islands. These are all in keeping with his belief that it is important to always help others. Thus, he tirelessly engages in teaching, innovating, and collaborating toward achieving sustainable development throughout the world.